And hello again from sunshiny Switzerland. It is another beautiful game, another beautiful day of Ultimate here at the Swiss Ultimate Championships. I'm your host, Corey Sostre, along with Florian Kaiser, and we have some great matchups coming up for the day. We have another great one from, it looks like, the Zurich Ultimate MeduZHa versus the Fly High Lausanne, and we're getting the game started. And it looks like from MeduZHa, they have a few different players, just a few different kits, so it looks like they're kind of a mix-up of a little bit of team. And then, Flo, you said that they had a story about Fly High too as well?
Yeah, in the last years, Fly High was playing together with Geneva, and they called their team West because they're from the western part of Switzerland. And for this year, like Fly High, they play with their own team and only their own teams. They have a couple of young players, so they can have their own team. And yeah, that's the story about like Fly High being playing with their own team now this year.
Good stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how they cooperate with that. After we've had 2 turns so far in the first point, wind's picking up and both teams look like they're flying through. As we see right here, Fly High moving the disc in the end zone, trying to find some options here. So we see number 20 with the disc, puts it to space within the tight window, and it's Fly High Lausanne with the score. Honestly, I mean, that was a pretty exciting point right there. It looks like we had turns, we had a run-through turn, it looks like we had a deep shot and another turn too, and if that's the standard for the game, we're going to be pretty set. As we see here through the replay, oh my goodness, what a grab. But it's not the same grab. That's a nice highlight. See right here, Fly High is kind of pondering what the defensive scheme is going to look like coming up for them. That's what you want to do if you want to start the game early. I mean, get a hold and continue on to go up 1-0, and let's see if they can get a D for a break. So you see here the pull. Fly High, the disc is flying high, they're ready to go. And it's right over the heads of MeduZHa. But that doesn't faze MeduZHa as they're crawling it up the field as well. Every throw with precision, and it's just right through the hands of number 77 for MeduZHa. Fly High with an opportunity to break. They move it, and they put it into tight windows. Look at that connection right there. Number 22 for Fly High for the score. And that's a break. You see right here, just tapping the disc in, passing it through that sideline. And just what a nice throw to space. And honestly, even before too, you could hear the excitement from both huddles just cheering on, getting hyped. I'm very excited for this game. At this point, these 2 points already have kind of signified some things. So I think we can expect a good game, right?
Yeah. And certainly like Fly High, they have some quick runners and good receivers. So I expect to see a lot of action in this game.
Good. And it looks like just another turn right there. For MeduZHa, Fly High picks the disc up around midfield. Number 36, excuse me, tossing number 2. 2 back to 36. What a behind the head grab right there from number 36. Scans the field. Number 2, it looks like they were doing a 1-2-1-2. First, another break. And it's a timeout, it looks like that's called for MeduZHa, trying to right the ship, it seems like. I mean, honestly, that's not the start you would want if you're Zurich Ultimate.
Yeah, but I think it's the right time. You see it's not going well, take that time out and see what you can do.
Exactly. I completely agree with that. I mean, you don't want to keep playing into the deficit and then dig a deeper hole. If you see things are just not going the way, call a timeout, recuperate, take a time to chill, talk about some things, and then keep it going. And as we've seen so far, 2 timeouts from the previous game, they've worked out. So maybe this third one will as well. And as we said here, as we're waiting for the timeout, excuse me, we just want to also kind of, I think it's a good time to kind of plug in our information here on Patreon. Please, if you have the opportunity to, like, share, subscribe, give us a shot on Patreon. You know, just kind of make a quick donation. Without your help and without your support, this would not be possible, especially with us doing it for free. This is awesome. You know, we can come out here, give you great games, give you great streams, give you some highlights, all within your help. So we appreciate that, and just want to ask if you know anybody else that can too, or just to even check us out. That'd be awesome. And it looks like the timeout is over with Fly High ready to get it going. We can see both teams kind of discussing right now. You can see the passion on the field. You can see the energy. That's what I'm excited about. Even though it is 3-0 right now, both teams are ready to go. MeduZHa's excited to get the disc back and just to kind of right the ship so far. It's going to be great. See some dancing, some laughing, some joking on the sideline too, so that's always good vibes here. And number 16 for MeduZHa picking up the disc, slinging it to the middle. Number 37 looks for options. Number 24 waves it off, throws it around. Back to number 37. 37 back to 33. Oh, what a one-hand snag right there on the sideline. Chucks it up. Looks like to number 12, and it's just out the reach. Number 25 from Fly High getting the D right there to deny MeduZHa from this. A great upfield throw. Fly High looking to fly high with another score. In power position, fakes the deep look, but a nice inside throw. Number 52 looking, scanning, surveying, some would say. Options. And great sportsmanship right there too. It was a little bit of contact, but play through it. That's what you love to see. Just continue on the throw. It's number 37 gets the D and then gets it back and chucks it deep. Number 24 is dipping. She's running. She catches one-handed snag. And if you're MeduZHa, that's what you want to do to right the ship up 3-1. A great point ultimately right there.
Yeah, and as you can see, the excitement is there for MeduZHa for getting on a board.
Exactly. And like them, I mean, they're happy to be here too. We're happy to be here too. So I think it's just ultimately the personality of the day, the tournament. So we see right here, just putting the burners on number 24, catches with a one-hand swag and rights the ship up. So we can see here, it looks like the wind's just picking up a little bit. Some flags turning in the back, trees turning. And the pull is deep for MeduZHa. Fly High on offense. Getting some good cuts in there. Number 7 surveying. It's number 9. Back to 7. Oh, just a slip on the field. And Fly High has turned the disc. This is a great opportunity for MeduZHa to get us break back. And it's just a little bit too far from number 16. Fly High with the opportunity to get the hold. Number 59. Number 20. To number 5. And number 5 just turns it intended for number 7, looks like right there. We can see number 16 from Zurich Ultimate walking up the disc. Ready to go. Goes across the field to number 77. Pumps a fake. And turns it over to number 7. Number 7 went just a little bit high, but it gets there to number 20. Number 20 to 36. 36 puts it deep. What a beautiful shot to number 9. And she's just on the goal line looking for an opportunity. Maybe a teammate or so. Back to number 7. And that is a hold for Fly High. And right there, it looks like even then some bookends for number 7 on that team. Honestly, I mean, it looks like even in that end zone set you could see from Fly High, they were really chilly once they got to that line, and they an S cut to the back to get the score. As we can see right here in the replay, number 9 for Fly High catching it right on the line and looking at number 7. Scanning it, and then you can see as the underneath player clears out to the front cone, it gives number 7 in the back enough space to work and to have so much space to operate, which makes the throw even easier for number 9 there. See here, I'm behind a pole. Hello, Cam. Hi, Mom. My mom's not watching this. It's still too early where I'm from. As we see here, MeduZHa getting the disc around midfield. Oh my goodness. What a layout D right there. Fly High, flew high through the surface to get that. And it's to number 57, open. Number 25. Looking around, trying to communicate with the handler, number 57. It's a little high, but it gets there. Number 57 with some time. Looks back to the handler, number 25. Clears out the space to number 2. Number 2 with the disc. Clears it back to number 57, back to number 2, but it's just too short, and it's a turn around midfield for MeduZHa. Number 37 telling him to go deep. No deep options there, but they got a beautiful underneath for number 16. Number 16 looking to give it back. Fakes it, and it's up. Oh, and it's a D for number 28. And it looks like just both players occupying the space right there. I mean, it looks a little crowded by that cone, yeah? Nonetheless, Fly High will take anything they can get. As you can see right here, looks like number 12 for MeduZHa just kind of ducks down. But honestly, I mean, I thought maybe she should have got that disc herself. Fly High throws it along the boundary, but they're still good to number 25. 25 to 2. Will she get there? It's just a little bit too short. MeduZHa with another opportunity early. And it looks like right here through MeduZHa, the play's going to run through. It looks like number 37 is their handler. Wanting to get the disc, as she gets it back, but turns, just drops it right there. Fly High now with some prime opportunities along the halfway line to number 2. Number 2 throws it, chucks it deep to number 13. And that's a Fly High score, a Fly High break, 5-1. That's a great point to watch. Had plenty of turns. Had honestly just about anything you needed right there. Turns, deep shots, layout, Ds. That was amazing. And the disc is up from Fly High. MeduZHa ready to catch it. Catches out there, number 37. Passes it midfield. 33 slings it up, and it runs through D for number 5, and it's another turn for Fly High. And number 36 picks up the disc to number 9. Number 9 lets it fly to number 5. And so there you see, number 9 to 5, throwing it deep, and another break for Fly High, 6-1. Wow. game is getting away from, looks like MeduZHa right here. As you can see, heads are a little down for MeduZHa. Even then, after coming after that, just a quick turn. It looks like they have some common mistakes going on, but it seems like Fly High are earning these turns. It's not like they're just kind of giving it away. They're capitalizing on their mistakes. They're getting the Ds where needed. They're playing great defense, and again, letting it see fly right there in that point, that score. So we see here just some communications of the lines, what's coming up for the next point, some agendas. Shouts out to the agendas. And the pull is up. And remember, folks at home too, the white line on the field is not indicative of the line. It's actually the yellow lines. Number 16 for MeduZHa, the halfway point, getting up to shirtless, gets it to number 12, or 12, 37 to 33, 33 across the field. A little miscommunication, as you can see, number 37 pointing to her like, was that intended for me? I'm not sure. And it's another turn for Fly High. Fly High 25. Was thinking about it. Number 59 comes to the disc with nobody marking her, so she has plenty of time to kind of think about her choices. Number 20 right there. Throws, but it's just out of the reach of number 2. And MeduZHa have an opportunity now to kind of get the hold, but they are on that front cone. And like we said before, are they in San Diego? Because it's Cali territory, baby. Maybe not today. As it goes to number 12. The 12 looks to number 16. Great high release throw. 16 to 37. 37 to 33. Scanning the field. Back to number 37. As we see, she's been kind of the focal point of this offense right now. Oh, a good catch, but then a drop at the end. Looks like maybe there's a discussion. Maybe a foul call, looks like.
Yeah, it look like a push in the back, and
so we can see right here, Flo. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It looks like she had it, and then just number 20 from Fly High kind of skimmed her back a little bit to make it drop. Nonetheless, an uncontested foul. We get the game going. Number 37 again for MeduZHa, getting the disc. Throws it to number 16. 16 looks. Oh, and it's another turn for Fly High. Fly High letting it fly high. Number 57 catches it, but there's nobody else there. She has plenty of time. No mark. The mark went to go cover another person down deep. 28, cash. Money. And it's another break for Fly High to make it 7-1. Oh my goodness. I mean, they're really just getting it. It looks like Fly High's just so composed, I'll say. I mean, MeduZHa as well too, but there's just some mistakes from MeduZHa that's kind of going on, making some drops, some errors, some miscommunication. But maybe that's because Fly High has, like you said before, they came together and then they split to the team, and this is the first time they're coming back together. And so they have to have some kind of experience or maybe some leadership from players before, right?
yeah, of course, like in Fly High, I know 2 players that are standing out. Like we have number 36, Flo Windler. She's like an awesome runner receiver, and yeah, watch her play, and yeah, you see she also got the throws, so definitely some experience there. And we also have Eliane Lehmann, number 28, right now not on the field, like helping her team so much with her experience. Yeah, so definitely like Fly High, they are the more experienced team, but still mixed with some young players.
That's a good way to say it too, because MeduZHa, even without the experience, they're still bringing the energy, but both teams are bringing the energy right now as we see MeduZHa picking up the disc. Number 77 looking at midfield. Back to number 37. 37 instructed somebody to go deep. Chucks it deep to number 77, but it's just a little bit out the reach and an incomplete pass. As we see here, just as Flo mentioned before, Flo Winkler picking up the disc. Oh, and it's just dropped by number 52 right there. And it looks like MeduZHa has prime real estate to punch it in for the score. Let's see if they can hold this O point. Oh, and it's just out of the reach. Looks like Flo was there again, number 36. Caused some disruption in the end zone, and she picks up the disc. Ready to start again. And again, we have a hot day in Lyon, but it's a beautiful hot day. As we see number 5 from Fly High getting the disc. Passing to number 7. There's no mark on number 7, so she has plenty of time. And it looks like it just sails, and it's a turn. Number 15 with the D. And MeduZHa have an opportunity to punch it in around halfway. Number 37 looks like their main focal point handler. Throws it back to number 37, back to 77, back to 37. Down deep, but the throw is just short. Number 13 for Fly High getting it. And it's another turn. There's been 3 turns so far for Fly High in this point. So you see here number 5. Throws it, sails a little bit, but again, there's no mark here, but it's just a little bit out the reach. As you can see, I'm kind of surprised here, MeduZHa not having many marks on their throwers or catchers. It looks like Fly High players are just kind of running free a little bit. Maybe that's the strategy. Number 46, passes number 37 as we see here. 37 to 77, that's a common connection we've seen. And it looks like a D for Fly High. Number 22, 36 picks up to 22. She get there, she get there. She won't get there. But it does pin MeduZHa back at their own end zone. They have to be careful here. As we see here, both teams getting kind of tired. The Switzerland Sun SS will take it out of you. I mean, it's hot out here. I can't really talk much. I'm under tent with Flo now, but we can feel it through it too. And the players can as well. It's number 24 with the disc. Looks, passes it back to 46 on the sideline. 46. Stall maybe at 6 seconds. 24. And it's just a turn or a turn. Turn fest. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, Milan. And it's up from number 5 to 36. Flo. Oh! Man, I don't know what would you call that. Would you call that a tip assist or maybe a miss? Or I'm not sure who to give the assist to right there. But regardless, Fly High are going to take that. Points were going back to back. It's amazing. As you can see right here too, Fly High picking up the disc. And OIN. And you would think Flo Windler just had it just off the disc. Yeah, do you think that's an assist right there? Or this? I don't know. I might have to go with tip assist.
Either way, great the reading of the disc from the other offensive player, just waiting in the back and like being ready when the disc is tipped.
That's a great way to put it too, because you always have to be aware of your surroundings or anything kind of going on, because if you don't, that wouldn't happen. And as we can see right now, Fly High Lausanne, is up 8-1 against Zurich Ultimate MeduZHa. As both teams kind of in different positions at this point. I think Fly High are looking pretty good. They're flying high. I'm going to use that pun as much as I can. And it looks like, just keep it going. And MeduZHa looking for some answers now.
Meistering immediately launches it deep. Got the shot down. No! Don't you dare do this! Finny!
Oh my
my God!
Who let you move to Europe? This is disgraceful behaviour. I didn't realise you had a
Vosicek
Czech
missed the
doppelganger. Don't you look at the camera like
And
you
it was
know
a
what
high
you
grab.
did.
The receiver
Honestly.
had no chance to actually check his feet. Seems like everyone will agree.
Voilà.
Murphy, and then floats that one out. Huge bid, gets the touch. What a grab! DV!
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
And what a sick video there, brought to you by our Ulti TV team. That was amazing, kind of getting us ready again for London Invite. Tune into that as well. We'll be there. And just some awesome videos all around too. And yeah, we're almost just about ready to go here with the second half. Looks like MeduZHa's talking through it. Number 37, Zoza Bim. And also just want to say a shout out to the comments for all of our people watching right now. Special shout out to Erika. Let's Volk up for giving us some of the roster positions there so that way we can have some names. We appreciate that greatly. And yeah, we're going to get started with here. We're excited to go see what the second half holds for us. And if you're fly high, you want to keep using that momentum to keep pushing it through and finishing up the game strong. And if you're MeduZHa, you're going to want to change second half, kind of get back into the game and get some points, get some breaks in there too. As we see MeduZHa throws it deep. And it's down deep, covered twice. Looks like the back. It looked like a little bit of a stat. Interesting decision right there, but Zoza Bim also back there. Kind of two MeduZHa defenders sandwiching for a D right there. Regardless, they're going to take it. They're moving it up the line, MeduZHa. Number 33, Lynn Bollinger having it. Bollinger looking forward shit, but it's just out of the reach. You see here, number 21 picking it up. It's there. And fly high. Getting a break to start the game. And that's what you wanted, or start the game, excuse me, start the half. Got a little ahead of myself. And as you can see right there, they put it up 9-1. And even then, too, she just, as my counterpart, Benji Reese, at the French Championships right now would say, she's just suspiciously open right there. It's just a lot of open grass and area to run, but they'll take it regardless and go for the score. As we see here, as we saw before, Flo Windler getting ready to pull the disc for fly high. And it's around the brick mark for number 37, Zoza Bin. Back to Bin. Number 16, Julia Lemon. And it's a turn. Looks like a little bit of a miscommunication there for MeduZHa. So we see here Fly High getting ready to pick up the disc. 28 throws it to number 3, ready there. Back to 28. And it's back to 36 flow for the score. That's another break from Fly High, 10-1. Fly High looks like here just continuing to put the pressure on, continuing to flow and get breaks from the first half. Honestly, it seems like there wasn't even a halftime there. But of course we remember because of the great video we saw from the Alti TV world. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Fly High, they're just continuing where they stopped at before the halftime. They just don't, they never stop playing, just getting on with those breaks.
Exactly, and they're continuing on too. I mean, Fly High is continuing to get these breaks. MeduZHa's looking to hold, maybe even get a break of their own right now. They called a timeout earlier in the game when it was 3-1, and they got a point after that to make it 3-1, or 3-0, excuse me, to get it to 3-1. But then ever since then, Fly High's just been rattling 7 straight points off. Looks like number 24, Coletta Corozio throws it to number 33, Bollinger. Bollinger throws it up to Chen, excuse me. Lauren G throws it back to Bollinger. Back to Lumen. Lumen to Chi. Oh, what a snag right there. And it's a score. MeduZHa for the score. Lauren Chi throws it inside, and it was caught. I mean, I'm kind of right there. I think both teams were kind of just confused to see if it was inside the end zone or outside the end zone, but ultimately they called inside the end zone. That's awesome. I mean, great for MeduZHa. That's a big morale booster to get that hold, and now they can come out on D and see if they can get a break. So we see here, Lumen throws it to Lauren Chi. She throws it, and it's a one-handed snag. And again, folks, remember, the white line is not the end zone. I know it's kind of, it's prominent out there, but it's that yellow line right in front. And so it was in front of the yellow line right between both lines, so that is in the end zone, in fact. So you see here, Lumen with the disc, throws it deep for the pull. And Fly High getting ready to set up on offense. I think it's a third offensive point of the game for Fly High, but most of these players play both sides of the disc anyway. Back to 28. Fly High across the midway point. 52 with the disc. There's it back to number 28. Number 28's been, looks like a primary handler for Fly High as well too, and it's just out of the reach. Some would say that maybe it's commentator curse, but we don't believe in that. Not here. Not now.
Nah.
You see Lynn Bollinger picking up the disc and throws it right back to Fly High. Flo Windler chucks it deep to number 28. What a butter throw. That was right on the money, right in stride. And that is a score for Fly High for a hold, 11-2.
Yeah, that's a connection between two players who play together and also in national teams. So not surprised that that worked.
Hey, I was about to say, I mean, at that point, it even seemed just like a little bit of a head nod, you know, just like, hey, I'm going deep, because I was just watching. Like, it just happened so miraculously. Honestly, I mean, you look and you see the catch, and then as soon as you turn around, boom. And like you said, that's just kind of comes with playing, kind of comes with expertise, everything like that, to have that connection. So we see here, Fly High getting ready to pull again. MeduZHa's ready for the disc, and this goes just barely past the halfway point. Bem gets the disc right at half, anticipating. Passes up the line. They're looking, scanning. And it looks like just a throwaway for MeduZHa right there. Fly High having the opportunity to get another break. We see them walking up, taking their time. It's only the 34th minute. Oh, and just a drop from number 7 on Fly High. At least she was thinking about her next move before, and it's just a turn away from Lauren Shit. Excuse me. Fly High back again. Chucking it deep, number 2 to number 7. And this time she makes sure she catches it from there too. And that's a break for Fly High. And that's 12-2. Like we've seen before here too, Flo, it looks like just kind of the games are flowing through. Just, they're moving. I mean, you know, the first game ended around 50 minutes. This game is about 35 minutes or so. You're seeing teams kind of just put some distance between each other early in.
And like in the game before, one team in this game, it's MeduZHa with not so many players. I think they have 1, 2, 3 subs. And like Lausanne, they have like a whole line out there.
Exactly. I mean, you can just kind of see it too. Yeah, it looks like MeduZHa might have about 3 or 4 players in their reserves. And that honestly can contribute to the fatigue and everything out here. Like we said, it's a hot day. It's a beautiful day.
There's actually no cloud in the sky. Like, if we look around, not a single cloud.
Nope. No clouds, just vibes here. As we see the pull going from Fly High. Lölgen picks it up to Bim. Bim throws it deep. And it's just out of the reach. Number 24. She's caught one before earlier in the game for the first score for MeduZHa. So we see here Fly High taking their time, you know, not rushing it. Getting their formations and set and everything along those lines. See here, and it's a turn from Fly High. Looks like some pressure from number 37, Zoza Bim, to get it going. And MeduZHa have prime field position right here, right outside of the end zone, around the red zone, as Julia Lölgen picks up the disc. And throws high, Blady, right to the other team, as Fly High were right there ready for it. Maybe a little bit too ready for it as they turn the disc. Then Bollinger picking up the disc. Bollinger hammer! To the back code. Again, as we mentioned before, we will never fault you for throwing a hammer if it's good. That one was just a little bit out the back. A little ambitious, but that's okay. Fly High picking up the disc right here. Seeing if they can have some better fortunes than last time when they had the turn. Flo Windler getting the cut, getting the disc. High release to number 8. And an interesting throw right there. It looks like across the body of Lölgen, but it's just turned away. And we see Zoza. Yep, Zoza Bimmen just commanding the team right now, commanding the line to get open. Ready to look. Inside throw to Lölgen. Lölgen throws. It's back to Zoza. And just a turn away intended for Lynn Bollinger. Flo Windler picks up the disc. Throws it up line. You can see here. Fly High trying to get it across the field right now, and they do. Scan the options, number 20. Oh! And that's a toe tap right in front of us. But as we saw here, there is a contested, seeing if it's inside or out, which we can see here with our replay booth. And it looks like, oh, that's close. That is close. I mean, our opinions here don't matter on the commentary booth. However, I think that was in. I think the toe came in right before and then came after. But the players move along happily. They're keeping going. Fly High right in the end zone. Looking through. Flo Windler with the disc again. Oh! And it's just a drop right there. It looks like, I don't know, maybe a miscommunication. It looks like maybe 25 wasn't ready for the disc as both players were kind of in that space. Either way, MeduZHa's going to take it. We see Bem taking the disc. Gets it back. Fly High giving her some space to throw. And it's right through the hands of MeduZHa for another turn. Timeout! And it's a time from Fly High right around, like, around the, yeah, around outside the red zone, I'd say. As we can see here, both teams this point, a lot of turns, but a lot of grit, a lot of grinding. This is a grind point here. Just discussing maybe some offenses, some schemes that they can go along with there. Getting some water, hydration. It's hot, man. It's hot out here. And even right here, too, sweet highlight from our production team. Gives you just right on the edge look. And, I mean, again, that's tight.
To me, it looked like she had the disc in the hands with the feet still on the ground and then like lost contact with the foot, but that looks good to me, but yeah, hard to see.
Yeah. I couldn't agree more, honestly. I mean, it's just, that's what we can bring when we go out here. And one, people respect the 3-meter line. Again, shouts out to both teams, to all the teams so far that have been on the field to allow us to have great perspectives. And also to our camera crew, production crew, the engineers of everything that happens. Because right now I just speak, so. And play is underway. They are ready to get back. MeduZHa setting up on defense. Fly High looking around, trying to see. And a rare mishap from Flo, just dropping the disc right there. It doesn't matter. Bem's taking the disc up, throws it deep, and a miscommunication there to Lölgen. But they do pin Fly High back deep at their cone. Let's see if Fly High can get out of it. They've gotten out of it before. Windler with the disc. Lölgen on the disc. Throws it to number 37. No mark again, just kind of vibing. Throws it to number 28. Back to 36 Flo. It's a hot across halfway mark. Fly High is moving it up the field. Still no disc. I think this is where the fatigue from MeduZHa is kind of coming in. As you can see, tired legs everywhere. People getting a little bit more open than usual. Fly High right outside of the red zone looking. Saw the hand up almost for a hammer. And it's there into space, and it's caught. Still working in the red zone. Fly high being patient. And it's a drop. That was a tight one. It took a little bit to see. I thought maybe it was completed right there. We always appreciate the efforts for the bids, but it was just a little too far. It seems like that's my quote of the day. A little too far.
Yeah, but in this particular moment, I think she wasn't sure if the disc was for her.
Yeah.
And like the 2 seconds or 1 second she lost by looking around cost her the catch. I think the throw was actually not that bad.
I agree with you. I think it was just a little miscommunication here. As we see Lynn Bollinger pick up the disc, chucks it deep. Gives some space. It was intended for Leuven, but nonetheless, fly high, pick it back up, and they move it across halfway. When they're looking. Back up across the field to the boundary. When 52 has the disc. That's at number 28. She's been one of their focal points as well on offense. And this time you cannot be denied. It is in 25. The score for Fly High. And it raises it up to 13-2. With just about 45 minutes passed in the game. And as you see here right now, it looks like it's about almost 1 o'clock on the dot here in Lyon. So you can see here, one of the MeduZHa players taking some shelter under the tent. I tell you, it's hot out here. You think I'm just saying this just to say it? No, I mean, it's really hot. It's hypocritical for me because I'm under the tent. So shout out to the player. Shout out to Milan. Shout out to Jack in the back. Rocking the heat. Great replay right there to show you the catch in the end zone too. And it's pulled away, Fly High. MeduZHa's ready to get the disc. Looks like it was caught by Leuven. Bollinger. Bollinger into Bem. Bollinger, it's number 12. Back to Bem. As you can see right here, it's a little bit, it's not really a zony look, it seems like, from Fly High, but they're giving us some options here. As you can see, 4 people up in the front, kind of facilitating on the handlers, and it causes a turn, so it works. Fly High with the turn. Let's see if they can get it in. We see number 3. Bateau picks it up, and it's out of the reach, too far ahead. See right here, Bim, as we've been saying all day, picks up the disc, getting ready to go on the cone. We start number 12 with the disc. So it's Chi. Back to Chi. An inside throw, it works. It's through 2 defenders. Bollinger with the disc right now. Back to number 12. Throws a good fake. Throws to Chi. Back to number 12. Back to Bollinger. Back to 12. They're about halfway. And Fly High still presenting this little zony look. It looks like in the back, they're playing person to person and then having one kind of poach in the middle while the handlers are kind of cycling through. Disc with Bim. Bim throws it deep, and it's right over the head of the intended target. Looks like Leuven there. But a quick turn away throw from MeduZHa too. Bollinger thinking, looking, passes to Leuven. Moving to Bollinger. Bollinger inside to Chi, and that's a score for MeduZHa to put it 13-3. And with determination and heart from both teams this time, but also for MeduZHa to keep playing that point. A lot of turns in there, but they cycled through the defense. They figured it out, and they got able to punch it through. So you see right here, just some teams taking shade, getting ready for their next games, getting everything going. Again, a big shout out to the viewers right now listening. I appreciate all of you. I can say shout out to my family, my host family there too. They're tuning in, see us talk about the games. As you see here, Lumen to Bollinger to cheat. Nice sequence for a score.
The ultimate things in life are free, and we're keeping it that way. Subscribe to keep up with the latest games, tournaments, and community content. Share it with your team and friends, and drop a like to help spread Ultimate to more people. Spread the word, spread the love. Ultimate.tv.
Help us go electric, become a member.
We are back. It looks like the huddles are about to break. Fly High are back on the line, ready to go. MeduZHa getting hyped up. So you see here, some guys chilling. And both teams are on the line. Bell with the disc ready to throw it deep. Get a pull off for MeduZHa. Fly High ready to receive the disc. And this one is out of bounds. Fly High walking into the brick. The disc is in. As we can see here, MeduZHa throwing out a little bit of a zone look out here too for themselves. Maybe forcing up. Oh, Chi almost there, but not enough. Windler throws, catches. And it's a score for Fly High, 14-3. So we see here around the 52nd minute, Fly High, flying high, looking to see if they can put this game away at 14-3 or 15-3, excuse me. But MeduZHa have some other plans as they look to put it up 14-4. Sorry, my foot got caught in the cord right there. So you see here, scoreboard check confirms what we got up at the top. And as we look here, a sick grab for a sick catch. And that's just textbook. Teams are ready to pull. Fly High pulling it. And this one stays in bounds. Lubin catches to Bollinger. Bollinger to number 12, it looks like. To number 24. Back to Bollinger. Back to number 12. Just playing some back and forth right now. It seems like MeduZHa trying to get it across midfield. But a throw to space as number 52 from Fly High has preoccupied that space and gets a turn. Could this be it, folks? Could this be the game? I think Fly High does. As they move it around, great field position within the red zone. Looks number 5, number 28. End zone sliced and diced. That is Fly High 15. Game winner, 15-3. All smiles around. Both teams happy. All players happy to be involved. What a great game. High energy. A lot of moments. I had so much fun watching it. I mean, Flo, did you have a lot of fun watching it too?
Yeah, and we saw some spectacular plays, like great catches, great defense. Yeah, I enjoyed that game a lot.
And even then too, we got to even use some of our replay functions with that toe grab at the end right there. That was sick. As we can see here, 15-3, Fly High takes it over MeduZHa. I'm your host, Corey Sostre, along with Florian Kaiser. And next game at 2, we have another setup.
Yeah, we have playing Platz here from Zurich against Crazy Dogs again.
And as we saw there too, I mean, from the game we had earlier with the Crazy Dogs, I'm just excited to see it too. But don't go anywhere, folks. Like I said before, come back at 2, watch us. And if you need somewhere else to watch, go watch our compadres, our other team in the French Championships. But stay tuned and don't go anywhere.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ultimate TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund our
work
work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Game over.